the team on top. And just like cherry on top of the cake, this is the team that featured in the final last time around and seem to be doing really, really well with a new captain, but they also have their older captain returning back. That's going to be one big thing to look out for. We are talking about Delhi Capitals sitting on top of the table with 12 points after 8 games. Really looked strong. And the reason why they looked strong is because there were games in which the openers sort of did more than 50% of the job for them. The Prithvi Shaw Shikhar Dhawan duo with the bat. I mean, what's to say about Delhi? Where do we begin?
No, the bowlers also do pretty well for Delhi. I
Delhi.
think, yeah. So, I mean, if the openers take the credit, the bowlers, I mean, the openers get the credit. The bowlers should also get a lot of the credit. They have consistently restricted the opposition for not, I won't say low scores, but not too high scores.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, Delhi probably have this used to be true for Mumbai at one point, Hyderabad at one point. I think Delhi has the best bowling attack of the tournament. And it holds more probably for Test cricket, but even in T20 cricket, you often see that the best bowling side wins.
Yeah, and even last time around, when Nortje and Rabada were firing on all cylinders, it helped them in UAE conditions, which sort of seems to be the larger question here, Sandipan, isn't it? Last time around, I remember we were talking about this on the podcast halfway through the IPL season, that it was really surprising to see how the pacers came into play. We were all thinking about how the spinners are going to rule the roost as far as IPL in 2020 is concerned, but that wasn't to be the case. How do you think this Delhi team is in terms of that balance, the pace attack as well as the spin balance going into the UAE leg?
See, ask any professional cricketer. Ask any professional batter. Test, ODI, T20. Helmet, no helmet. Fast pitch, slow pitch, green pitch, dust bowl, anything. No batter in the world likes facing fast bowling. Some are good against it, some are not great against it, but nobody actually enjoys fast bowling. That is a fact. Ask any batsman in the world. It's not an enjoyable thing. If a hard object is thrown to you at 90 miles an hour, it cannot be an enjoyable thing.
Yeah.
I mean, fast bowlers will always do well. Serious pace will always do well.
Yeah.
Serious pace.
Irrespective of the conditions.
Yeah. If a pace bowler is intelligent, if a pace bowler is accurate, and if he bowls at 90 miles an hour, he may be dominated by quality batters, but they won't like batting against him. That's for sure. Nobody enjoys playing pace.
Yeah. Sandipan, what would you want to add to that?
Yeah. I mean, overall, like talking specifically about Delhi and their balance.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to the last season, I think this year in the earlier India leg of this, when we had IPL earlier this year, Nortje and Rabada were not in exactly on that same form, right? Yet still Delhi did well. I mean, still Delhi did well. So that describes the kind of depth and the quality in Delhi lineup. I mean, look at their spin attack. Akshar Patel, Ravichandran Ashwin, Amit Mishra. I mean, they have every kind of variety,
They are now. We can say that they have the main spinners of the Indian attack.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Certain Chennai fans will not agree. Okay. Yeah,
but
sure.
Here is an important factor. Important factor. If Chris Woakes pull out, will that hamper their bowling plans a little bit? But Chris Woakes was a part of their scheme of things in there when we had IPL earlier this year.
So let's see whom they have got.
Yeah.
They have got their bowling was always a very they always had this bunch of Indian spinners. They have Akshar Patel and Ashwin and Amit Mishra. And then they have Ishant Sharma and Rabada and Nortje.
Avish Khan was wonderful.
So I mean, they have tremendous depth, and in terms of batting, they now have Shreyas Iyer returning to the side.
Yeah.
Yes. So I think with Shreyas Iyer coming back, I think they can invest more on overseas bowlers. They don't need an overseas batter, I guess. I think they don't need an overseas batter, do they?
I think the
They have the All India
batting
batsmen.
lineup is pretty solid already.
I mean,
And with Shreyas Iyer
Stoinis is
coming, it's only
probably the
going to
one
get
they
more.
will probably play.
If
Yeah.
if the IPL was an Indian only tournament, Delhi Capitals would have won it hands down. They have the strongest Indian core of all teams.